What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on NIO stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on a price chart and how we get there. Then we'll continue with the fundamental news and I will show you why we had this movement to the upside, then why we had this movement to the downside as well. And at the end of this video I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here, somewhere at this point, and I've told you that we had a decent movement to the upside that hit some crucial points, and I've told you that most likely we will see the retracement, and I had a lot of doubts that this asset might go higher, and from this point it went a bit higher for not more than less than 2% basically, and then it had this retracement that lost, let me show you again, from its highest point to its lowest point, about 10% of its value. So this asset acts exactly as I predicted, and let me show you why I thought so. So first of all, during this movement to the upside, we had the volume that is not higher than previous one. Basically, we had a diminishing volume. This means this asset was losing its momentum. On top of that, if I switch to daily time frame, let me clean the chart a little bit, we hit this yellow line. It is a 55 exponential moving average, and this might be a very good range of support and resistance, and we had several green candles in a row. These green candles basically had to have some kind of retracement in upcoming future, and as you can see, the confluence of these two reasons drove the price of this asset lower from the technical standpoint. And I have to say that technically this asset is still quite predictable, and in my technical analysis I will show you what should we expect next. But for now, let me show you what was the fundamental reason of these latest movements. So first of all, we are on monthly full, and this article was published on January the 20th, and it's titled "Why NIO stock jumped today?" And the key points are following. Several EV makers have lowered prices in China to reignite demand. A new survey showed consumer interest in buying EVs in 2023 has since picked back up. That's good for Tesla in China, should be good for NIO too. And one of the NIO competitors, definitely the main one, is Tesla, and they lowered their prices on Model 3 and Model Y for about 13.5%, and I covered it in my video related to Tesla. And because of this, they increased their sales, and they increased fundamentally the price of Tesla. And because of this movement, and because Tesla is the leader of EV automakers in the world, definitely we have some good price action on NIO as well. And in my opinion, it is the main reason why we had the recent movement to the upside. Let me switch again to hourly time frame. And this movement to the upside was quite similar to Tesla's movement. But why we have this movement to the downside? From the technical standpoint, it is nothing else but just a retracement right after this leg to the upside. But from the fundamental standpoint, let me show you the several news. On January the 20th, on cnvpost.com, we have this article that is titled "Audi wins lawsuit against NIO in Germany over ES6 and ES8 naming." And the subtitle is: "A German court has ruled that the NIO ES6 and ES8 sound too similar to Audi's existing S6 and S8 models." And let me quote you this. While the judge did note that the NIO name is in fact different from Audi's, the letter E is not enough to distinguish the difference, as it could be confused with Audi's electric models. The judge agreed with the German automaker that consumers might think it's just a switch from a gasoline-powered Audi to an electric vehicle. There is a risk that consumers will assume that the ES6 is the S6 in the electric version, that the two vehicles are from the same manufacturer. There is therefore a transfer danger of confusion through association that goes beyond pure association, the judge said. And definitely when the company wins the lawsuit against other company, that other company, in our case it is NIO, loses its momentum fundamentally, and this is one of the reasons why we have a decrease in NIO price. Second one is right here. It is not actually a bad news, but it is the news that might drive the price lower as well. So on January 19th, on CNV Post, we can find this article, and it's titled "NIO replaces head of vehicle engineering to speed up R&D," report says. The move by NIO is aimed at further focusing resources, speeding up vehicle development and efficiency to increase leverage for future competition, according to local media. And on the one hand, it is quite good news in general, because they put Daniel Teobaldi, who previously was president of vehicle engineering, and they moved him to the company's chief European vehicle engineering. So this means it wasn't a firing of C executive, it wasn't a firing of high level executives from the company. It is just switching persons from one post to another. But in general, this type of news, especially with this type of titles, definitely might bring some bearish pressure on the asset as well. And let me show you some good news directly related to NIO. On January 18th, we can find this article on cnvpost.com that NIO to launch ET5 shooting brake variant in Europe in June or July, says President. And the subtitle is "The shooting brake variant of the NIO ET5 will debut in Europe, where there is a large market for the model," according to Kin Li Hong. And this news is definitely very important for the NIO's European expansion. And because of this news, we might see the longer-term bullish catalyst that might drive the price of NIO higher. But it cannot be the immediate catalyst, and you have to diversify this type of news. On top of that, let me show you this. We are on LinkedIn, and we are on the NIO page, and right here you can find the jobs that were published by NIO, and these jobs were published just past week. And let me show you right here that NIO has a lot of job offerings in Europe. And right here you can find that, for example, this job offering was published 2 days ago in Munich, next one 2 days ago in Berlin, again 2 days ago Berlin 6 days ago, Düsseldorf 4 days ago, Berlin 4 days ago, and so on and so forth. And during just past week they published 49 new job offerings. And this means this company is actively hiring people in Europe, and this means their expansion is increasing. And definitely it is a quite good sign. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, I don't need this tool, and because of this movement to the upside and the retracement, definitely we can measure from the bottom of this wave to the top of this wave, this leg. And as you can see, we hit exactly 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, and it is the first level for algo trades where we can see the buying power from algorithms, and definitely it went a bit higher. But I have to say that the shape of this correction doesn't have the completed form, and in my opinion we might have another leg to the downside that probably will hit the golden pocket range, and from this range we have higher chances to hit higher targets, because it is the second level where algorithms added its position to the long side. And what should you do if you want to enter NIO position right now? I have to say that this range is also quite interesting from the technical standpoint, because you can put your stop loss slightly below this bottom. But in my opinion, because of the shape of this movement, I think we have to see one more leg to the downside, and this means I highly recommend you to wait until we will see some resolution of this price action, and most likely the range of about from 10.3 to 10.38 might be the range of accumulation, where we might see the trend reversal. So I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up.